world is mourning today the loss of legendary NHL player and coach Pat Quinn, who died last night. Quinn was most recently co-owner of the Vancouver Giants junior hockey team. But in his day, he coached the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Vancouver Canucks, the Philadelphia Flyers, the LA Kings, and the Edmonton Oilers. Quinn led Team Canada to a gold medal at the 2002 Salt Lake City Olympics. And in 2012, he was honored with the Order of Canada. Quinn was 71 years old. Joining us now to talk about him is former Toronto Maple Leafs player Domi. Domi played under Pat Quinn during his time as an NHL forward, and he joins us via Skype from New York. Ty, you described Pat Quinn today on Twitter as a special person, a friend, a coach. He had been sick for some time. What were your thoughts when you learned that he had passed away?
Well, it's somebody who's very special and impacted a lot of people in the hockey world and in life. And, he was a great person and a loyal person, and can be sorely missed.
You spent a good part of your career as a Leaf when he was behind the bench. He was GM for part of that as well. He was a tough guy when he played, and so were you. Did you connect on that level?
Well, I think he definitely appreciated how I was, and I think that's why he accepted me. And as long as he kind of just left me alone, and we had that special bond for a lot of years. And it was 10 years actually, so we experienced a lot of things together, and impacted a lot.
As you reflect on your time with him today and his time in the NHL, is there something in particular that stands out, a moment or a memory?
Well, when you go through tough times, you really see who your true friends are. And I went through difficult times, certain situations and suspensions and stuff. And Pat was always there, so he was a loyal friend and a great coach.
We heard from Trevor Linden earlier talking about when he was a rookie captain in Vancouver and what Pat Quinn was like for him then. And it was interesting to me. He said, Pat made sense of the game. He taught me the game. And it's surprising on one level to think of someone who was already doing as well as Trevor Linden was to say, this guy was teaching me the game. Give me a sense of what he was like as a coach. Why do people remember him as being that instrumental?
I think when he walked in the room, I think everybody knew when he spoke, because he didn't speak too much, but when he did, he made everybody in the room feel like he was talking to them. And he loved everybody. He was tough on people, but the ones who didn't have the thick skin really couldn't deal with them because he just wanted to get across to them, the old school values. And if you work and if you're smart, you'll play. And, I survived a long time with him, for 10 years in Toronto, and I see a lot of guys come and go, but he loved every one of his players, and the players loved him, and he was a great person. And I think the loyalty factor is a headline everybody has with Pat, and I experienced a lot with him, and really got to see what great of a person he was. And when you experience so much with somebody, you have so many fond memories and the impact he did.
For many of us today, we're reflecting on the person that we saw as fans, watching him on the bench, sort of red in the face, not afraid to yell back at the refs or even his own players. What was he like in person then? Because it sounds like there was a different, softer side to the man.
Well, that's the side that, if you didn't know him, you didn't know him. It was fun working with him every day.
It's obviously an emotional time for everyone. I wonder if you can put into words for us how you hope he is remembered by the hockey community at large, not just the players and the people who knew him personally, but by the fans at large.
As great of a hockey person he was a better person and friend. So that's why I've never done Skype before, live for an interview or anything. But this is worth it doing it for him. It's the first time I've ever done it. I knew it'd get emotional, so that's impacted a lot.
Well, certainly the depth of your feeling for him is coming across. Ty, thanks very much for taking the time to do that and for making sure that your thoughts and memories of him are heard today. Thanks for joining us.
him and his family. My condolences goes out to all of them and a lot of friends and a lot of hockey people. He's going to be sorely missed, and I can tell you, he impacted a lot of people out there. Firsthand, I experienced a lot. So, a good person, and we're going to all miss him.
And being remembered by many today. Thanks, Ty.
God bless you.
We've been talking with Toronto Maple Leaf, or former player of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Ty Domi, who joined us via Skype from New York.